of their life. They gotta be open and honest with us. Okay, that mean they gotta share a lot of their past and sometimes maybe even trauma. So please remember, guys, this is not the time for trolling or anything like that. Okay, are we ready? I see everybody coming in hot. I know, guys. I know a lot of y'all didn't get no sleep. Like I didn't. There was a lot of drama going on this app. A whole lot. But we gonna save it for tomorrow. Cause tomorrow say with your chest, y'all. Okay, but right now it's exclusive interview, y'all. So let's get ready. And ladies and gentlemen, if you know who we about to interview right now, I need y'all real quick. I just need y'all. I don't know. It's getting real freezy in here. You know what I'm saying? Can somebody spam their name in the comments if you hear the general? Is the general really here? Is the general really here? I don't believe y'all. I don't believe y'all when y'all tell me the general is really here, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jerry to the stage. What's up, General Freezy? Let me make sure I got you turned up. Look, do a little mic check real quick.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Hear you real good now. Welcome,
I
General. Thank you for doing the show today. So we like to start off real light. You comfortable? You look
oh
comfortable.
yeah
Uh,
yeah
So I'm pretty sure they told you all about the show. You know,
yeah
it's
yeah
as open as possible. If there's too much things that you don't want to talk about, then they don't really make the show. You know what I'm saying?
yeah for
If
sure.
there is some subjects that you really don't want to, it is okay for you to be like, you know,
I can't confirm or deny.
exactly. There you go. You ready? You ready?
Yeah.
Uh, let's get started. So, General Freezy, let's start off by telling me what brought you to the app and which app did you download first?
All right. I was brought doing the app during the pandemic. It was not a lot going on. One of my friends like, hey, it's this app where you can stream. So I started off as a supporter. When you first get on the app, it's all fun, ooh, cool little animations and all that. And it was all about putting a smile on folks' face. That's what gifting is all about. And then you start to learn about the app, right? It's a learning experience.
Right.
Um, yeah. So that's pretty much. I was bored. I went from traveling all over the world to COVID, pretty much giving me a desk job where I'm stuck in the house.
Got you. Now, you said your friend. What made your friend tell you about the app? What state of mind were you in where your friend needed to say, hey, there's this app?
Man, we're just bored. We got shit going on, and it was during that time everybody was being distant, right? I seen the effect on my children from that because my children, one of my oldest girl during COVID, she was going through high school and they was doing the homeschool, right? We need that social interaction, right?
Right,
So
right.
during the height of COVID, we all were restricted from social interacting, and this was a great outlet for people to get that interaction.
Right.
Yeah.
So, your friend told you about the app. You then downloaded it, and you hit that live button. What was the first thing that came to mind?
Actually, it was a whole year before I hit the live button. I used to just hang out in people boxes, cracking jokes, and just run around the app. You know what I'm saying? Just interacting with people. It was more so the interaction than the screaming portion.
Who was the first streamers you came across?
So the first streamers, Mocha, uh, Asia. It was a few. It was who else stream I ended up in? Miraculous. Uh, a few. I used to bounce around. I used to go to Judge Jungle on Thursdays when they used to do that.
Mhm.
Uh, I used to check your show out. I was all over the app, just sucking it in. It was new and exciting. You know how when you get a new toy. So I was just running
Right.
around pushing buttons, not really knowing what to do.
So you said a whole year later you decided to hit the live button. What made you hit the live button a whole year later?
I got so much encouragement from the people around me, and they told me I should stream. And I really like the interactions with the people, you know. And I
Right.
started to learn different behaviors and different patterns, and I started to study behavior patterns.
Now, when you say study behavior plant pattern, you mean on the app?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like certain behaviors, I started to track to certain like people that can't stop talking, or lack the ability to listen. Right? We want to be heard. A
Right.
lot of times we go around this world thinking that we don't exist. So a lot of times people just want to be heard, and the ability to let somebody be heard is very important.
Let's go. Okay, so you downloaded the app. Boom. What let you know? Like, what made you say, okay, after you downloaded the app, what made you say, hey, I want to take this a step further. I want to be a royal badge, top badge. What was it?
Hey, you know, I never expected to be a top ad. It took me after I started screaming. It took me right at a year to get to 1 million diamond, like 6 months to get
See,
to 1 million diamond. Uh, and then it took like shoot, maybe like a year and a half to get to 5 million diamonds and five. So right at 2 years of screaming, I hit the five. I had 10 million diamonds and 5,000 phase. It was hard to get the phase.
mm,
Once I got the phase, then I applied in December of shit, a year ago. What's that? 2022. And
mm.
then 90 days later, I got my top badge.
Wait, then it was 2023.
I've been a top badge for a year. So, yep, 2023. Yeah.
Got you.
Well, I applied at the end of 22, right at Jan. Well, actually, it was January 1st of 23 is when I applied.
Got you. So let's take us all the way back. Where was General Freezy born? What state? What city did you grow up in?
All right, so General Freezy, when I first jumped out the sack, you know what I'm saying? I was born in Memphis, Tennessee,
Hey,
and I was raised in Memphis pretty much my whole life. Um, my grandfather had a farm in Mississippi, and I would spend a lot of times farming with him and going to the city, you know, and doing my thing.
so you were born in Memphis, Tennessee, and you spent a lot of time with your grandfather.
Yeah, farming, and then you know we go in the city and do our little thing. So I started driving when I was like 8 years old, driving tractors and cars, stick shift cars, and different stuff around the farm,
Gotcha.
and living the farm life.
So did you grow up? Are you saying you grew up with your grandfather, or was there other family members
Well, my
around?
mom, like with my mom, and then my grandparents got sick, and then we went and took care of them. So I spent a lot of time as a kid taking care of my grandma as well.
Gotcha. Were you the only child?
Yeah, I'm my only child. I
Okay,
had my dad had two more kids. One died. I got in contact with her before she passed away, and then I never met my other sister on my
did you
dad's side.
did you grow up with your dad in your life? Like when you
Yeah,
was
he was in and out. So my dad and my mom never got married, but he was getting locked up a lot. So he'll go to prison, and then he'll come home for about a year or two. Then he'll go back for about 5 or 6. And then he'll come home. Yeah.
how did that make you feel knowing that your dad wasn't really around because he was in?
Man, he used to set me up. So I used to get a lot of butt whoopings back in the day when I was a kid. We didn't have a cell phone, so he would always call, and I would run the phone bill up. You know what I'm saying? Running up the
Oh,
collect card. So he would get me in trouble, but I always answered because he always called. But he would tell me feels like he told me one year he had sent me a Nintendo the regular Nintendo, and I sat at the mailbox for like a whole day waiting on the Nintendo to come. You know what I'm saying?
did it come?
No, he didn't say that. He
Oh,
will. He will.
on purpose so you could stay on the phone.
Yeah.
You already
Yeah,
hiding thinking you about to get a Nintendo.
yeah. I ain't getting nothing. I was sitting at the mailbox, boo hoo.
Meanwhile, mama got a $300 phone bill because of him.
Yeah, yeah.
You
So
got-
it was stuff like that.
Now, was he doing that because he just wanted to stay on the phone with you, or was he doing that to be petty because he was mad at your mama and wanted to
Nah,
run the jail?
nah, he wasn't petty. He always wanted concerned about my life. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Yeah. And that gave just talking to me sometimes gave him inspiration behind the wall. You know what I'm saying?
right, right. What about you? Did you have inspiration from him? Like,
Oh
have
yeah, yeah. That's
uh,
my pop. You know what I'm saying? We got some stories, like, but that's my old man. You know what I'm saying? He the life we choose sometimes is burned out of circumstances, right?
mm,
Unresolved trauma affects the decisions we make as adults. So I learned to understand that dealing with my own trauma.
yes.
Yeah.
And I'm happy you said that because that is so true. So, you grew up, your mom, your dad wasn't really around. Take us to school. Like, what was the school system like? How old are you first?
I'll be 44 this year.
44.
Yeah.
Nice. So tell us back then, and when we talk about schools, we're talking about elementary. You going to
Uh,
school and stuff like that. What was that like for you?
so for me, Head Start. So I went to Head Start first, right?
Hmm.
I was real big on value. So I had my mom, my dad. He was, you know, he was in and out, but I also had extended family. So I had my grandparents in my life, my uncles, my aunt. So we were very close knit when the matriarchs and the patriarchs of the family was there. But so we had a lot of culture, right? Every Sunday after church, we'll meet up at family member house, playing spades, dominoes, barbecuing. You know, listen to that good soul music, fish fries. You know, just typical family stuff. We did a lot of family reunions. Just a lot of family. I had a big family, so a lot of my friends were family. You know, all my cousins, we get together and we do our thing. Um, and growing up, you know, it was nice. Yeah,
So growing up, you grew up with a lot of family.
yeah.
Eh, When you say family, because I didn't hear you mentioning of any kids and stuff like that. Did you
Like
cousins around you or?
yeah, yeah. All my cousins, like we all was around. We stayed together. Like me, two of my cousins, we all was like brothers and sisters. Like we all stayed together.
Got you. And so, what? Tell us about like if you could remember your first day going to school, elementary school.
Yeah, so I went to school. Typical. I got bullied when I first went to school, and one of the teachers had sent a note home because I had got caught with a knife. I had took a knife to school, and I was gonna stab this this fellow, and they caught it, and they caught me with the knife. And the teacher wrote. She had seen what was going on, so she sent a note home to my mom, and she was like, "Yeah, he a lot bigger than the boy. I don't know why he be letting the bully." But my mama told me before I went to school that I shouldn't fight. So that's what I want to go do. But after she got that note, and she told me not to fight, but not to start a fight. But if somebody messed with me, I could defend myself. So I went back to school and I gave him the business. I mean, I DDT'd this boy. I kicked off in his butt so good that nobody bothered me again until about say about ninth grade.
Mm. So you had to beat the kids behind
Hmm.
stuff, and then that made the other students be like, "Oh yeah, we gonna leave him alone."
Yeah.
Did it also make you a bit popular in school?
I was a nerd, so I always focused on the academics. I thought that was important. But at the same time, the environment, Memphis environment, ain't conducive to. You got to be smart and you got to have some street about you. You ain't gonna survive. You know what I'm saying?
So now, what about crushes? You know, when you in elementary, sometimes there's a girl that's in your class. Do you
Man.
any crushes?
Well, not really. it was Memphis is a different environment, right? So my uncles, they used to pick me up, right? And they would take use me as a decoy to go mess with they side pieces. So they'd give me like some chicken and some jungle juice and make me sit in the car. You know what I'm saying? While they out doing what they hell they do. So sometimes, Unc might have a little date with somebody got like a little girl with her. So, hey, after you done did a couple peeking, you be like, hey, I know what they doing. You
Uh,
know? So it was like them type of scenario. So
it sounds like so. Yeah. Do you, as looking back at it and seeing
mm,
what used to happen, does it make you feel some type of way?
yeah, I had to, they'll put me in because you love your uncle and your auntie too. So as a child, you engaging in behavior that you shouldn't even be accustomed to. I should be playing with Hot Wheels, and I should be out here learning how to play the game. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm? All right. So now take us to junior high school.
Junior high school,
How,
we
high school. How did elementary school shape you for junior high school?
well, elementary school were cool. We had a lot of older cats, you know what I'm saying, that were teaching us the ropes and stuff. So we got in middle school, we were shooting dice and playing cards and engaging in behavior, stealing bikes and running around being bad. So
I'm still here. Donna's gonna jump in. She has
yeah,
questions for you and stuff. Just give me 1 second, okay?
yeah.
All right. Yeah. So we in junior high school.
Hi, General Freezy.
Hey, how you doing today, Don?
Good. I'm not gonna come on camera. I apologize.
Hey,
But
no need. We just need a conversation.
right, exactly. Thank you for joining us today. So, can you continue?
All right,
You
no
were
problem.
high school.
Yeah, so we was in junior high. We had running with the guys, so we out here figuring it out. Find out who the going girls is, messing with the going girls, and getting bikes, taking them to the hood and selling them and flipping them, and learning typical street stuff, little
You
jits doing.
you flipping? You said bikes.
Yeah, bicycles and anything else we can get our hands on. You know what I mean?
So you were confiscating these items, or you were like repairing them and then reselling?
Allegedly, we would find them in undisclosed location and ride off on 'em.
That ever lead into any type of trouble for you?
Oh yeah, though. So the police used to come to the house all the time, but Muddy and them, you know what I'm saying? They were like, "Hey, our babies ain't doing nothing wrong." So hey, they just used to leave us alone because the old folk wouldn't let them touch us.
How did they caught on to the trail?
Man, cause folk, we used to strong on sometimes.
Not used to strong arm. So, okay, so profit wise, roughly how much you think you and your friends made?
Man, we were doing that. I don't know. I was doing a lot of stuff I shouldn't be doing. You know, I would use gas. I would pump and go. I was doing all kind of stuff.
No, no, no. For the selling of the bikes, because I think you said you sold them right once you
Yeah,
got.
we'll get like the GT Dinos or the Mongoose and all that. We'll sell for like 50, $60. Get some little
Okay,
money.
that's what I was saying. Roughly, how much you think you guys made overall?
I ain't one tracking.
That was just feeling and
Yeah.
spend. You didn't get
And
no track.
like we had that hustle, we had the Pop Tunes hustle, and we had what's the other little hustle we had? Blockbuster. We're getting the video games out of there. It was all kind of stuff. Kmart, we're getting clothes up out of that junk.
Oh, so you was all around like an entrepreneur in your own little way.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said that you guys will go around the school like and trying to figure out like who were the popular girls. So which one caught your eye?
We weren't really into, the girl was digging for us. We were them guys, you know.
Okay, okay. So which one had the crush on you?
It's a In high school, it's different, right? A Memphis mentality. We wasn't really. It was just like fun. We were just doing. We just find the girl that going and sleep with. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
We weren't trying to settle down, be in a relationship. You got time for that.
So who did you end up sleeping with and losing your virginity to?
Who was that? It was a girl that actually got a baby by my cousin.
Ooh, you lost your virginity to someone
Yeah.
that's your cousin, so that means you're related, obviously.
Oh well, her son is like my double cousin. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess I don't know. Like
Okay, so that
he
scenario.
cousin two ways.
Tell us about that situation.
It's just what it is, man. You know, we all would just run around finding the girl that was going and we were sleeping with. Her. He just accidentally got the baby. I guess.
Well, see, we don't like you to kind of rush through the story. We want details. So that was the first person you lost your virginity to, right? So we need like what took place leading up to that moment, a little bit of what happened during that moment and thereafter.
Well, like in the summertime for us, the folks would be all the parents would be at work, so we just hop on our bikes and just hit the apartment, find out the girl that going, and just hit the apartment when the parents gone, and do our thing and keep it moving.
So when you lost your virginity, it was like a random thing. It wasn't something
Yeah,
that we
and
talked
we just
about.
no, we just out here screwing.
So the first time you lost your virginity, you just ran up to someone's home, knocked on their door, and was like, "Yeah, we here."
No, we know who the girl you talk about it, and then y'all just do it. It ain't like no big thing because that you like the older kids they doing it like it's a whole it ain't nothing.
You made it sound so easy, like you was just like, "Hey, girl, when your mama leave, I'ma come slide through, right? And we gonna do that thing."
Most of the kids be feeling the same way. So it's easy. You pop your pee, you run your game, then you doing dick then. Oh, you my bad.
So what was your line to her? You just said, when your parents leave, I'm coming over and we gonna do that thing. Like, what was the line?
Well, see, it was like she wanted to do it, and we just did it. It
Oh,
wasn't no.
babe, General Smoothie trying to make it seem like Coochie was just throwing it at him. He didn't have to work for it, ask for it, fight for it, and nothing.
It was.
But remember where he's from?
Where?
From Tennessee.
Okay, yes, you did say that. So they was
Yeah,
just
that.
General Freezy. Okay, General Freezy. So if y'all was running up and just smashing and make it do what it do, how many did you run through by the age of 15?
I say about 15.
15? Wait.
I say about 8, 9.
Oh, okay, okay. 8, 9. 8, 9 by 15?
Yeah.
Wow. So which one was the most memorable experience, would you say?
This is your first, you know what I'm saying? Because you pop out real quick.
Say that again.
You pop out real quick.
So pop off real quick. That was the most memorable experience with a girl?
Yeah, because your stroke gang ain't on point. So you coming fast. You coming in hot.
Not your sure.
So you coming in.
Memorable experience. Okay, so when you got the stroke game down,
This the one you got the stroke game.
because he said his stroke game wasn't on point. So I guess that was the most memorable experience. So I'm trying to figure
Yeah.
out once he got it down.
When you first start out, you be jackrabbit. You be old jackrabbit. You try to get to the finish line.
Wait, was that like your first? So did he describe his first time already?
No, he was making it seem like he said like they pretty much went to the girl's house when their parents left and was like they had a
We
conversation.
was
Come,
So me and my cousin, we had one time we went to these two girls' house and we did a whole change over switch. It
Wait, so you had it was how many girls over there?
was two girls and me and him.
Two girls and you and him.
Yeah,
So what?
so
Interested in one chick, and then he wanted to switch.
yeah, we'll switch swapping back.
Got you. So tell
Yeah.
us the story. We want the details. Tell us the story of how that went. Like how you met the girl first. Okay, which
So
how and then how just start hooking up and like hanging out and how it went down.
yeah, so we came over. So I supposed to be with her cousin, and then she was supposed to be with him. But we got over there, we got the party. You know what I'm saying? And we started doing our thing, and then shit, we said, "Hey, you mind we swap?" And then it just swapped and it went that way. Then we did our thing, got on, hop on our bicycles, and roll home.
So so wait, y'all met. Where did you meet them at? Did they was they neighbors? Were they in your school?
School. Like I had a car, so I started driving when I was 15. I had a Caprice, a Chevy Caprice '87 with a European front and back. So I was out there. Then I got a work permit, so I started working. I got my first job. I was working at Sonic, and I got fired on my day off working. No,
Oh,
no.
how did
So
you get fired on your day off?
So I had my car, the window had stopped working. It was electric window. So instead of me, my cousin wanted to order, so I bagged into the car hop so the window could roll down. And they told me to I can't do that and I need to turn my car around and pull in the right way. So instead of doing it, I threw it in drive and burnt rubber all the way out of the establishment. So when I got home, I had a voicemail on my my phone saying not to worry about coming back to work.
Now, what in the world made your ass do that? Was you like trying to show off in front of your friends? Like, what made you do that?
Just being a little stupid kid, not caring.
Got you. So here you go. Yeah, you 15 years old. Freezy, come on, man. That boss was like, he gotta go.
I worked at the flea. I had like three jobs. I worked at the flea market too. I worked at the flea market, and then once I got fired from there, I started working at Taco Bell. Then I quit Taco Bell and started working at Cracker Barrel. Then I quit Cracker Barrel and I went into the army.
Got you. But take me back to when you first got the job. How did it make you feel? Like when applying for the job first. Let's start off with when you applied. What made you apply to get a job there?
Man, get some money. I needed some money. Cause I was driving, so I was driving the gas. At the time, gas was 85 cents a gallon. You know what I'm saying? So I was going back and forth, but I was only making like 4.15 an hour. You know what I'm saying? Hey, pockets on small. So I got the job. Me and my cousin were working there together. So we was slanging burgers out the back door. Know what I'm saying? We'll have folks shoot us some money, leave the money at the back door, and we'll make their order. They call our phone, and we're just selling burgers out the back door. Know what I'm saying?
Got you. So and that this is at Sonic's. So okay. So now you're working at Sonic's. You got your little hustle thing going. How long you were working there before they decided to let you go?
So man, I worked there for about 6 months. I was there about 6 months.
6 months. And
I would work there after school, so I go to school and then I get off, and then I go to Sonic
yeah.
and go to work.
And so you decided to take another job and it was at the flea market.
Yeah, I started working with
When did you move out? Do you currently live with your parents or did you move out?
I moved out of the house when I was like 16, and I started staying with this family.
With this family or
Yeah, one of my close friends. So I stayed with them for 2 years, and then I went into the army. I had to get out of there.
so what made you do that? Why didn't you stay with your mom?
At the time, bored. I was the only child, so I ain't had nobody to play with. so so I went and played with them because I was driving. So I would go home but I just be over there because that's where all the excitement was. You know, the women, well, the girls at the time. So I'd be over there getting into stuff.
So did you feel like when you was home, you was like kind of bored and stuff like that?
It wasn't really much to do, so I go out.
Got you. So you started hanging out with now this was a friend. You
One of my cousins, like I had a cousin that I used to run with. Uh, he got caught up in some stuff, so he ended up on cocaine, and he killed his mom. Like he killed his mom one night when we were 17. So we were 17. He killed his mom, and then after that, things started spiraling out of control. Some of the dudes we were messing with, they got on that powder. They were moving big weight, and things started happening. Folks were getting tied up. You know what I'm saying? Script butt naked and all that. So I had to get out of them. I had to get up out of it. It was getting too hot.
so when you said you had to get out of there, you had to move from the area where your mom was at.
Nah, I joined the army. I had to
Oh,
go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
so
folks were getting killed and folks were going to jail. So I said, hey, it's only a matter of time for hey, the wall closed in.
right, right, right. What branch did you join?
I joined the army.
Okay, how long were you enlisted in?
So I did 10 years and 4 months.
Was this a decision you wanted to make, or was this a decision your parents and them told you to make?
Nah, I made my own decisions. It was a lot of stuff going on, and I had to get out of the city. I didn't see no way out. Know what I'm saying? I seen the two courses of action for the type of stuff we was into. So I said the best thing is to get away. Plus, I wanted to see the world. I tested pretty good, so they told me I could fly. They lied to me. They told me I was gonna be flying helicopters, so I ended up being a helicopter mechanic.
Got you. So and you ain't flying no helicopter.
I flew, but it was like some stuff they did on as a hookup.
Got you. Got
Yeah,
so, but the majority you fixed
yeah. I
helicopter.
was fixing. I was fixing. I did all aspects of aviation from fixing. I was quality, production control, the logistics, the full. I was an instructor. I taught the new recruits coming into the army. So I did a lot in my span.
So let me ask you this: do you currently still do that trait?
Well, I got out of that, so I went out of fixing helicopters and being quality to IT. So I went to college and got a computer science degree. So I do computer engineering now.
Got you. Okay. So let's. I know we kind of jumped a little bit. Take us to high school real quick, and take us to the moment where, like, were you always like doing good in school academically, or was there a time where you kind of
Yeah,
felt?
I always did good academic. My last year of high school, I graduated from alternative school. I got a big fight, and I got kicked out of high school, and I had to graduate from
Um,
alternative school. So my last year, I graduated from alternative school, but I liked alternative school because they gave you like a year worth of work. So I had that shit done in like 90. I had it done in 90 days. So I was able to just play basketball all day.
got you. So tell us about the moment where you got kicked out.
Yeah, so it was a big fight on the bus. It was two families. It was my family versus this other family. We got into it, which he had a baby. He had a baby by the same girl that my cousin he got a baby by. So it was a big stuff over some street stuff, right? So some street stuff happened. Somebody ended up getting taken out in the middle of the field and getting robbed or whatever, and it was a blowback for it. So it went on. It was a big fight. We all got kicked out. We all went to alternative school, and then after that we graduated. And I went into the army. Oh, I caught a charge before I went. I got an aggravated assault charge. I beat this dude up, and I went to jail for a day or two, and then the army got me out, and I was able to go.
Got you. They was like, you coming with us? Let's go.
Yeah.
You got it. But you already decided to go to the
Yeah,
army.
I had already signed up before I caught that charge, and it was some BS. You know what I'm saying? I was bird feeding this crackhead, and he got mad because he ran out of money, and I still had product, and he tried to fight me. So I had to go and set the record straight on him.
Got you. Got you. Got you. Got you. Got you. Now it sound like you were you were hustling and stuff.
You
Made you want to change that mentality?
know, cause I grew up around a lot of big dogs, you know what I'm saying? And I seen what all came with it. Folks getting kidnapped, killed, family, kids getting tied up, you know what I'm saying? Your family getting tied up while somebody little boy you, you know what I'm saying? All kind of stuff. So I said, man, my mom didn't raise me like this. I need to get away. And I looked at the army. I'm already running, jumping, and shooting. So shoot, it's a no brainer. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Got you. Got you. Now you in the army. What was some of the hardest things that happened while you was in the army?
Well, the first thing was getting through basic training. When I joined it, it was a realization like, man, what I got myself into. Cause these folks serious. Like
Right.
I was tall. I was always tall, but I was skinny. I looked like Skeletor. So I was like 180 pounds, 6'5". You know what I'm saying? And then I went into the army. Then I grew like 3 more inches from all the stretching.
Got
And then they used to little boy me a lot, so I wasn't used to getting little boy. Like they used to cuss me out and make me duck walk up hills and do all kind of crazy duck low crawl through all kind of crazy stuff. Uh, it was hard, so I went through Fort Knox, Kentucky, in '98, uh, and we had 3 hills. They famous hills. It's called Misery, Heartbreak, and Agony. These straight hills that you do a 20K road march. So it's like a 10-mile, 13-mile hike up these hills, like numbers hills. Like you looking at the canvas, and you got to make it through that before you graduate. So I made it through basic training, and then that changed my mentality. Right, when you get tried through adversity, it changed your mentality, and I realized that I can do anything. And that took me, and I had some amazing leadership when I showed up to my first duty station, and they believed in me enough because I got in a lot of trouble when I first got in because I was a
it.
young, trying to figure things out.
Well, when
Yeah,
you got into a lot of trouble, what was some things you got in trouble for?
man, I was fighting every weekend. Like first song, I had I was under federal investigation for gang activity. I was all kind of stuff. I was bad. I would throw beer bottles at people. Like I would sit at the barracks, and we had these little corridor, and I would sit there and wait for people to walk by, and I try to hit them with beer bottles.
Is it an empty beer bottle or is it?
Yeah, empty beer bottles, and
Uh,
it would splash, and they be running. I was just wild. Like I would just do stuff, jump off the third floor, just
oh my goodness!
and then I was drinking. Alcohol was a big thing. The base was it was like a big frat party, right? When I first came in the military, it was like a big frat party. The base was open. It was women everywhere. We just wild, having a good time.
What changed after that?
So I came in '98, and I got stationed at Fort Hood, Kentucky, and it wasn't a good thing, right? So when I first came in the army, I was supposed to be a Cobra guy. I was supposed to work on Cobra helicopters. The Cobra helicopter went away, and then the Apache helicopter came in. And when I was going through training, I got selected to be part of the first longbow unit. I went from basic training AIT to my first duty station, and then they cut me a check for 10K, $10,000 at the time. That's for credit cards and all that. So they cut me a check for $10,000. I went out to Arizona TDY for 90 days, and I was getting in all kind of trouble out in Phoenix.
I'm dead.
During that time, I was like 18, 19, and my instructors that I went through AIT. they had to go out there with us too. So they had their little thing. They were a four. We was a four-way firm. And there was a four horsemen. So we had a little competition. So we'll go out every night, getting drunk and picking up women and just living a rock star lifestyle. Tearing up. We tore up one dude. Caused like $13,000 of damage in a hotel room. It
That was wild.
was wild, man. It was a wild time.
So, so now I know you mentioned kids.
Yeah.
When did kids come into play?
So I didn't have my first child till 2007. From 98 to like 2003, I was just wilding. I had when I was at Fort Hood, I had this. Well, she was my friend at the time, but she was married to this other dude. We were hanging out, doing raves and going all kind of crazy shit. And then I got assigned to us the second longbow unit. So because we were so specialized, we had to we stood up the first unit, so we had to go stand up the second unit. So they took all us and they PCSed us to the second unit, and we went to Korea. So I went to Korea 2001. I was supposed to fly to Korea on September 11th, 2001, and we got delayed. I woke up then. I had just got back from a crazy ass party. We knew we was getting ready to go to Korea the next day. So we all wake up and we turn the news on, and the planes are hitting the tower. So we got delayed. So I ended up flying September 12th. They cleared the airspace, and we flew to Alaska, and then we flew over to Japan, and then we flew to Korea. Then we landed in Korea. Was at Threatcom Delta until like 6 months. I couldn't even leave the base. We were stuck.
Thank you guys, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to exclusive interview. We are currently interviewing our guest, General Freezy. Okay. General Freezy is telling us about his life. So if you're just walking in and you're confused, that's what's going on. Welcome to exclusive interview. So so now bring us to the moment where you met your baby mother. How did y'all meet?
Oh, my wife.
Oh, I was gonna let you say it, but out the
so
bag, y'all. His wife. So bring us
yeah.
to
So we got so that's we're gonna go past Korea. That was 2004. 2004, I got back from Korea and I got stationed in Savannah, Georgia. And she was going to college and I was in the army. So we met in the club one night, and I had took a number, and she had to go on spring break. So we were talking, and she had to go to spring break, but she didn't have a ride back. So I drove to Atlanta from Savannah to pick her up and bring her back to college. Then I remember Valentine's Day, uh, it was coming up, and I had got her a nice chocolate and took her out to eat. And she told me that she ain't never had nobody do nothing that nice for her. And then we met and we was hanging out, and I was why I had got to fighting. I knew she was the one. I had got to fighting one night, and this dude had cracked me across the head with a bottle. You know what I'm saying? And she came, pulled the glass out, and put some Vaseline on. So I said, "That wifey right
my
there."
God. You got hit in a bottle, and then did she actually attack the guy that?
She had left, so we was at the club that night. It was a Beezles. It was a endless drink night. So it was her and her homegirls. It was me, my homegirls, and my homeboy. So we was out. We was all out. We was about eight of us. So we had just got to the club. Um, and this dude, he was disrespecting my homegirl, Baylock. God bless the dead. She died from cancer a few years back.
Mm.
But and then I said, man, I said, you need to watch how you talk to her. You know what I'm saying? He kept running off, and I done slapped him. You know what I'm saying? And when I slapped him, I seen this dude running up like he about to hit me. It was one of the bouncers. So I caught him by his neck. You know what I'm saying? I picked him up and I pushed him in the wall. And I said, man, who you think you gonna hit? He's like, oh, no, I'm trying to break the fight up. I said, man, you need to get them. So he kicked them all out of the club, kicked them all out, and we dancing, minding our own business. Come to find out, they don't win and got it's about 15 dudes. So the club in, we all go our separate ways. It's me, my homeboy, and Baylock. And they follow us to the parking garage. And I never forget, I heard something go, psh, and then I just felt something wet running down my head. Somebody done cracked me across the head with a ball. Hey, them boy got the stumping and kicking on me so bad. Hey, I had my gold grill in. They knocked my grill out of my mouth. Like they knocked the grill out of my mouth. Then I heard the police coming, and then they scattered. I was so happy. I said, "Ooh wee!" Hey, they put a good beating on me that day. But yeah, after that, then I went. I called my girlfriend at the time, but my wife, and she came by and she pulled the glass out and got me straight. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna let them send me to the hospital though. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Yeah.
So, and was that the moment where wifey pulled out?
Yeah, she got that. Then I had got so we was there, I was there for about six months, and then I had to go to Korea again. So I had to go to Korea for 18 months. So at that time we just got married. We got married and I was gone for 18 months.
So wait. Slow it down. Slow it down. You go back to when y'all met. Where did y'all met in the military?
Yeah, in the club. She was going to college at the time. She was going to Savannah
Was,
State, and I was stationed at Hunter Army Airfield.
was she in the military?
Nah, no, she was never in the military.
In the military. You met in the club. All right. So now tell us what made you holler at her. What was it about her that made you, you know, spit that hot line to her?
She was cute and she had a nice shape on her. Oh, man.
And so did could you tell that she found you attractive as well and wanted you as well?
Well, actually, she said that she just gave me my her phone number because she was scared of me.
Gave you her number because she was scared of you.
Yeah, because I get she was a freshman in college, and they had told her that a lot of them dudes, if you don't give them their number, they might try to attack you. And
Here's the
so
number.
yeah, so she just gave it to me, and it had to be the real. I said, why you write the real number down? She like, I don't know. She liked me because I was tall, and I had. And she looked up. She said, all she see was my goals, because I used to have 10 goals in my
Mm,
mouth.
got
Yeah,
you. So she was interested. She might have been a little nervous, but she was like, you know what?
yeah.
Right? So, all right. So, boom. First date. Where was it?
I think we went to the movies. We went to a movie.
Hmm. So you actually was like, yo, you want to go to the movies with me?
Yeah,
All right. So what happened?
I like I like stuff like we went to the movies and that I dropped her off and went on by merry way.
Cute.
So, so you took her to the movies, right? I'm sorry, we got a little distracted. When you asked her to go to the movies, she was like, yeah. So tell us, like, what was your mind frame? What did you wear? Like, like, how was you feeling like? Oh, I could just throw on anything. Was you like trying to get real fresh for her? What was going through your mind?
Man, roll man, I'm from Memphis, man. We always friends. What you mean? We always friends. What you mean?
So what
It's a way
you
of
put
life.
on?
It's a
Let
way
me
of
put on.
life. Yeah, I'm gonna be fly. I'm gonna be fly everywhere
Hey,
I
hey,
go.
what did you put on? What did you do?
Hey, my
How'd you
coat. So she kind of find out years. She threw my coat away. So I had this fur coat I used to like to wear. It was it looked like a lion man. She said she couldn't stand that coat, but I loved.
And that's what you wore.
Yeah, I'm gonna step out in it. Then I had this. I was in Korea, right? So the Koreans they make you whatever you want. I had all the Gucci prints. I had the throwback jerseys I was getting in Korea. We had a little pipeline. We were selling them junk. Yeah, the Mitchell and Ness junk were popular at the time, so we were slanging them junk.
Then the comments said, "Fur at the movie theaters is crazy." So, so boom. So now you get to the movie theaters. Boom. You looking fresh. You looking fresh. What went through your mind when you seen that at the theater?
Man, we just having a good time. And for me, it's about the experience, right? I never more so about trying to sleep. I like building connections and providing something special. Because even if it don't work out, you know what I'm saying? Somebody remember how you treat them. So
Mm,
it's important to treat people with the respect they deserve because everybody deserves just love. You know what I'm saying?
definite. Definite. So boom. You clearly you treated her good. With that being said, right?
Yeah.
And when did you decide to ask her out? How long did it take for you to be like, yo, you want to be my girl?
We were rocking, man. You know, we rock. We just hang out. Like we just all was around each other all the time. Cause my spot was a lit spot, right? All my friends, we come up, we be drinking and just having a good time playing spades, dominoes. So it was always something going on. So we always be hanging out.
Gotcha. So was this safe to say it took you a while for you to even ask her to be a girl? Like y'all was just kicking it?
Well, we was established out the Whopper Shop. Like one time, she had called me. This dude, she was out with one of her friends, and this dude tried to fight her because her friend, one of her homegirls, sliced the tires, right? So I had
Mm,
a one night we was out, Buddy happened to be in the club. So of course I went and had a little conversation with her. So I put my arm around her and said, "What's up with you, man?" I said, "We friends and everything." So I called my wife over and I told her, I said, you the dude that threatened my girlfriend, right? I said, "So you wouldn't mind if she slapped you, would it?" And he said, "No, he wouldn't mind." So I told my wife, I said at the time, I said, "Man, you can slap him, he don't mind, do you?" And then he was like, "Yeah, but she ain't slapping." But he shouldn't be trying to fight women with his soft self. So, you know what I'm
mm.
saying? I had to
So
set
she
the record straight.
that nigga live?
Yeah, yeah. So I said that, but I had went off to Korea and she seen him again, and she said he was talking crap. So I said you should have slapped him. You know what I'm saying? Don't let him live. You know what I'm saying?
So so now how long did it take for you to pop the question?
So we did it. We went to the justice of the peace. So we got married pretty quick because I had to leave. You know what I'm saying? And I made sure she was straight while I was gone.
All right. So when you say pretty quick, what's pretty quick?
So we met within 6 months. We were married.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And this was how long are you married now? How
So this year will be our 20th year anniversary.
20 years.
Yeah.
You wasn't playing. You took that key and you locked it.
Yeah, for sure. That's what a man supposed to do. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
How many kids do you have?
We got four. We have four children. My oldest is getting ready to go to college. She gonna be a computer science major as well. Then I got my second older. She's playing basketball. She's making straight A's. My third older, my son, he got two businesses. He doing he going the entrepreneur route, so he doing amazing. And then my baby girl, she's doing cheerleading and soccer.
Wow. How old is your oldest and how old is your youngest?
My oldest is 17, and my youngest is 13.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. What was the toughest time you had with your kids? And
So
how did
I had a lot of tough times. So when I got on 2020, I was fighting. I fought alcoholism a large part of my adult life. Uh, my mom passed away, and I went through a bad grieving period. Around the same time, I got on this application, and I was pretty much drinking to the leak kit. You know, I was drinking 1.75 every day. And then one day I woke up. Well, I was drunk on my back porch, and I stood up, and I was so drunk I couldn't even walk. And I fell in one of those little tiki things. It was like
yeah,
inches from my neck. You know what I'm saying? So I like after that day I got up and I said I ain't drinking no more. That's the good Lord telling me it's time to get up. So
Right.
every day I keep a bottle of liquor right here in arm's reach to remind myself that I won't let this destroy me. You know what I'm saying?
So you keep it next to you, but you don't drink. Do you not drink anymore at all?
No, I don't drink beer, nothing.
Good. I'm
Yeah,
proud of you.
yeah, for sure.
If I had to interview your kids and
Hmm.
ask them how do they feel about you, what you think they would say?
I think I apologize for my absentee during my alcoholism, and I explained to them that it wasn't them. It's that as humans we go through things, and I owe them apologies for not being there for them. You know, you got to be accountable, and I'm not. I didn't adopt that mentality of do as I say, not as I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna
Right.
tell you why I'm addicted to nicotine or whatever, and why you shouldn't do it because I don't want to send this false sense. You know, I can't tell you something is bad and I do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I can tell you the effects of why you shouldn't do it. So I took a conscientious approach to do some soul searching and realized that a lot of things are caused by me. Uh, a lot of things are in my reality is my fault. So you
And
gotta.
at this time, what was the relationship status between you and your wife? Did you and your wife fall on hard times during that?
Yeah. We were. She was fighting for me to wake up. You know what I'm saying? I was still in a state of trauma, right? When you in a state of depression and all these different symptoms, you don't realize you're going through things until you start self-reflecting, right? You start thinking
Right.
everybody is against you and it's everybody else when it's really you the one
Just
messing up. You know what I'm
right.
saying? You the one creating this reality. So I realized that I got to create my own reality, and I want my reality to be positive and full of happiness and not pain and sadness.
So take us to the moment where your first child, when you was told your wife is pregnant, your first
So,
child being born.
so my first child, you know, that was like I was wild. Really, that slowed me down. Having my first child slowed me down. They gave me like when I was just by myself, I didn't care if I live, you know what I'm saying, or I get locked up. I ain't give a shit. But when I had my first child, it was more so you got to start molding and fielding and being an example. You know what I'm saying, especially for this young lady. You want to be a good example of what our future husband or partner should look like.
Right.
Yeah.
So so you changed your life around.
It took a while, you know. I still was wild and doing some crazy stuff. But I got it together. I eventually started getting it together.
Did you go to was you at the hospital when she was born?
Nope. Actually, we were separated at the time, and that happened.
So y'all was married but separated at the
Yeah,
time.
we had separated. We had hit a rough patch, and she left. I was getting a lot of trouble. That was like from '06 to '07. And then I had got in trouble with the army. I caught an Article 15, and I got demoted. I was on the E7 promotable list, and I got knocked down to E5. And then I got sent. Well, what the sergeant major said, he put me on the first thing smoking in Iraq.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Dang, Freezy, this is crazy. So you got into it, something happened, and I need you to take us to where what made the relationship go sour to where y'all was on the verge of separating.
You know, as new couples, I was gone. We got married, and I was gone for like 18 months. That's not something for a new relationship, right? That puts a lot of strain on the relationship. Me being young at the time, not understanding my role in a family model, you know, I'm responsible for the good and the bad, in a relationship. But the externalizing, blaming others, insecurities, not knowing how to properly communicate. That's why I think the 7 year itch is it's two people trying to coexist as one unit, right? And it's a power struggle for you used to doing everything yourself. Now you have to coexist with this other person that has equal rights and equal responsibility, equal decision making. It's setting boundaries, not having boundaries early on, not asking the right questions in the beginning of a relationship. Uh, both of us not recognizing our trauma, why trust issues and attachment issues and the different issues that we stem from, come from. So all that sometimes if you're not ready, we don't necessarily have the right family model, right? Um, my wife come from a single parent. I come from a single parent, so we don't actually know what a family model look like, and to try to establish that for two people can be a challenge. But the love kept us together, the love that we have for each other, and now 20 years later, we're in a happy space. So you got to go through it. People think relationships are marriage is the end all do all. It's a constant work because you're constantly evolving. Your relationship ain't the same today as it was when you first got into it. So it's a constant evolution, and you constantly adapting and trying to keep that connection together.
Mhm. I definitely agree. So let me ask you a question. How does your wife feel about this app?
At first, because of how I got on it, she wasn't too prestige about it, and I was doing a lot of flirting, and she used to cut the internet off of it because I'd be in here drunk, what I'm saying, doing stuff I ain't got no business. But we she know who I am. You gotta have trust, and I know what I got. So I'm on here to provide content. I'm not looking for
Right.
love. I ain't trying to sleep with nobody. I'm just on here cracking jokes and talking crap.
Now, did you ever run into a situation to where she felt some type of way? Maybe there was a woman coming on to you,
Oh yeah, yeah,
or you were
yeah. When I was in
it brought.
the when I was in the LSC family, it definitely because of how close and some of the boundaries was off app communication that I was violating. You know,
I don't know if it was just me, but it looked like you froze up. I guess it's supposed to happen because you're freezy.
yeah. What hey,
Nah, but repeat that.
I
He
bring a lot
did,
of
right? He
energy.
froze up.
I bring a lot of energy. I might stop the internet.
Off your ears. All right, so your wife is cool with the app thing, and
Yeah.
you don't have a problem. But I question I asked was there a particular incident? So tell us about an incident to where she wasn't so cool with it,
I used to be
and
on
what did
here.
you have?
I used to be on here just drunk, flirting, having inappropriate conversation. But I didn't find out till later on. She would tell me she'd go unplug the internet. So I'd be so drunk, I don't even know. I'd be like, damn, why my service keep going out? Well, she would unplug the internet off.
Uh, ah, she said, "I'll just knock you the fuck out. I ain't got time for that." So she out here unplugging the internet on you, and you still shooting your shit. Meanwhile, they can't see you. He like, "Where y'all go?" Y'all like, "We right here," but he can't see the comments moving and shit. Hmm.
But
So, all right, so
I just really like
yeah,
the entertainment aspect of streaming. The lives you impact. It's so many people that I have helped, especially in healthy relationships and along with life. So that that's what we do it for a lot of times. The diamonds are cool, but it's mainly the interactions with the people that come check on you every day. You know what I'm saying? There's always there.
no,
Yeah.
most definitely. let me ask you this. So being that, did she ever decide to download the app too and come watch you and support you?
I don't. Nah, she's not into these type of things, so it's not her thing.
Okay. So was there ever a time where you had to deal with someone wanting to holler at you and you had to reject them, or like, do you tell your audience that you're married?
Yeah, everybody. I think everybody on the app know I'm married. It's not been a secret or something I've been trying to conceal. Uh, but yeah, people like what they like, and as long as you're respectful and you tell them, hey, you don't roll like that. It is what it is. I
Right.
think us as human beings, we should be able to interact, male and female, without a sexual. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have to talk to people just because of who you want to sleep with.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions for General Freezy, please begin. You can line up in the box and you can ask those questions right now, or you could type it in the comments, y'all. And please stay tuned. We got one more interview right after this. We'll be interviewing Well Hello. Okay, so don't go anywhere. Any questions for General Freezy?
What's up,
All right.
everybody?
First question comes from Ray. The question is, how has he been on the app?
What's it? I'm not. Can you rephrase it? How has he been on that?
I didn't understand it too much, Raider, but how has streaming been, I guess? How long have you been on the app?
I've been on here for 4 years, 3 years screaming.
4 years on the app, 3 years streaming on the app. It took him a year before he started streaming. All right. Any other questions? You can hit the plus sign coming as again guest and ask your question, or you can type it in the comments. I'll give you a few seconds to type it. Okay, Dusa. What plans do you have to take your streaming to the next level?
One plan I have, I'll open up. Me and EU are hosting a TV, a talk show. We doing that. I'll open up a Screamers Academy where we go over different things from tapestry background, attire, confidence, analytics, how to use analytics to increase. Uh, what's up? What is it? Then that you are not drinking.
Okay.
Disagreements is a part of life. Uh, Having respect for each other. Me and the wife, we talk about issues or situations versus attacking each other. So we address the issues directly on hand, and we come to a resolution. It's important to not belittle or fear, because even though sometimes we joke, we never know how the other person might feel. So I take relationships seriously, and it's not a playing matter, right? We play with our friends, but we don't play with our spouses, because the business of family is very important, because you're raising and fostering either properties, businesses, children. This is your partner, so you want to have a good relationship.
All right. Any other questions from the audience? Okay, so I do have any questions, babe? Yeah. All right, so I do have a question. What would
Okay.
you say to anybody else on this app that might be in a relationship but want to try to keep it a secret to gain like followers and gifters and stuff like that? What would you say to them?
What I have learned in life, nothing good come from a secret. Uh, be honest, be true to yourself, regardless of your. You want to be truthful, right? I don't get. I had fraud caught on me once for like 40, like 500 diamonds, right? If you are being honest and true, and people are giving you from your heart, you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about it. You know, if you say what you mean what you say. So if you got a significant other, have some respect for them to let the people know. Have some respect for yourself. You don't have to manipulate or try to be something other than who you are. And people gonna support you because they believe in you. Yeah,
Period. Period.
yeah.
Period. All right. My last question to you, General Freezy, is how did opening up to us make you feel?
It doesn't bother me. I'm an accountable person. I don't believe in lying to people. I believe in making your presence known, right? You want to let your
Mm,
presence on this earth be known for who you are and what your legacy is be. So I just be me, and I try to be as honest as possible with respect for parties involved. You know,
love that. Love that. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the one and only Royal Badge General Freezy.
I appreciate you, Ro, for having me. And like I said, when a man comment, a man always got to make his presence known. I want to say thank you for all that you do as well. And you know, sometimes we don't give the people the credit they deserve. I see you out here working, creating creative content and pushing, and I love to see it, especially with your shows and everything. So keep on pushing. And I'm proud of you as a fellow screamer and as your brother.
Thank you, General Freezy. I love this man. Yeah, I make sure he done did acting. Now he done did
Appreciate
the say with justice. And now he's doing exclusive
you.
interview,
Hey,
y'all.
hey,
Please make sure.
don't forget, Ro.
Can you let the
If you object, I sustain. What was it? If you sustain, I object.
if you say I object? I, I wrote that shit down at home, man. I still gotta put that on the t-shirt.
Hell
Saying I object.
yeah.
Y'all give it up once
I
again.
appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Let's go. Let's get into it, y'all.
Yeah, yeah.